My mom, she's a nonprofit professional, ran different music festivals and Afghan Women's Writers Project. And she was really very helpful, not just in developing the early idea, but in helping write grants, which in hand, like further refine and sculpt these ideas. In a Landscape wasn't the first iteration, but she was helping me with a grant proposal in London. It was actually her idea. She said, what if you could just put a piano on a trailer and then you could go anywhere?
Mm.
That idea had nothing really to do with the project that we were working on. But that night I couldn't sleep. And I was just like, that idea stuck with me. And so it wasn't until about 10 months later that I was back in Oregon. My partner, Thomas Lauderdale, is on several different kind of arts organization boards. And it's through him that I learned about this grant opportunity for individual artists. So another kind of inspiration point at that time was Yuval Sharon down in Los Angeles. He is the director of an opera company that does these kind of immersive theater productions called The Industry. And they had done a show called Invisible Cities at Union Station, where they had musicians and singers and dancers in Union Station while it was open, but they were in different areas. So the musicians were over kind of in one area and the singers would traverse through the station, and the audience was given wireless headphones so they could follow whatever character in a theater that they wanted to follow, but all the while they had this concert hall quality sound. And that was the first time I had heard of a classical kind of format production really having sound that was not just acceptable in an alternative setting, but really great. Because there's so much time and money spent on the acoustics of a great hall. It's so much a part of the performance of classical or unamplified music. And when you translate that to amplification, oftentimes there's the number of people that have that optimal sound is many fewer. And so with the headphones, you were really able to control the quality of sound for everyone in the audience. And I loved that potential. Also, just being in Oregon, I was spending time in the Columbia River Gorge in these landscapes that just by being in them, I felt so inspired.
Ah,
So the first kind of inspiration for this project was to take the music that most inspires me into the landscapes that most inspire me. And here, because of the industry, they had demonstrated a technology that could help bring those things together in a way that wasn't possible before. And so that was really a very important thing to be aware of.